Hi everyone, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Daredevil figure. So before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. Now, I do want to apologize for not sticking to what I said I was going to do. I originally said that I was going to do Daredevil yesterday and Man-Thing today, but I got that new Thor Ragnarok 2-pack, so I really wanted to review it, and that was a really fun review to do. So Man-Thing will be next week. I'll have to make you guys wait for that one. Since I'm not doing a review, well, I might be able to do a review tomorrow. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how exactly it'll work out. So first up, Daredevil comes with the head of Man-Thing, which looks really awesome. There. I adjusted the lighting just a little bit. There's the Man-Thing head. Now let's attach it to the figure. Now this ball peg is really weird. Like you can see how it has like notches all around it. So let's see if this goes in easily. Probably not. Okay, so I guess that's how you know when you got it in. So there's Man-Thing all complete. Looking pretty awesome. And then for the accessories that Daredevil comes with, I'm going to go ahead and switch these hands out because these are just fisted hands. And I really don't like that. I really wish we would have gotten an alternate head instead of fisted hands because, I mean, his main weapons are the nunchucks, or the stun batons. So, you know, you're not really going to have him posed with the fists. Or at least I won't. So I'll go ahead and put these open hands for holding those. What are they? Are they batons? I think they're called batons. I'm not exactly sure. But here are both of the batons. You can see both of them are warped. The one I'm holding in my right hand is warped to the right, and so is this, the one I'm holding in my left hand, except it's warped more, which doesn't really bother me. I mean, there's not a lot of paint detail on them, but still looks pretty good. Now, one thing, excuse me, one thing I do want to mention is you will rub the paint off them, trying to get them in Daredevil's hand, because his hands are very, very stiff. Like right there, you can see where the paint's starting to rub off from where I had to put it in his hand, because I haven't taken him out of his hand before. Like this figure, I've left him like this in each hand. And you can also connect these two to make like a staff, like a semi-staff. And you can see that that's warped really bad. So I'll show you how to get it in his hand. I like to pry the fingers open just a little bit. You can see me prying them open there. To try and get this down in there. So that way it doesn't warp it anymore or take any more of the paint off of it. Like this one right here, there's a lot of paint missing from right there. Right there, and right there. Because of me trying to get it in his hands when I first got him. Now his hands are opened up just a little bit more, so I don't have to worry about it as much. So that's really good. So for the face sculpt, I think it looks like, what's his name? Charlie Cox. I think it does look like him. I know it's not his whole face, but I do think what you can see of it, you can tell that it's him. So I really like that. And I think the mask looks really nice. I like how it has that maroon color to it, and this whole thing has texture to it. Like, all of his suit has texturing on it, which I really love. Like, there's not much texture on the maroon on the helmet piece, but in these, the black pieces right here, there's lots of texturing, like it feels like mesh. And I like that, like it's sculpted like that. That's a lot of attention to detail. And one thing I did forget to mention is with his 5 o'clock shadow right here on the left side of his face, it kind of dips into his lip a little bit right there. It's a little black right there. Like you can see that on the edge of his lips, the 5 o'clock shadow goes into his lips, which does look a little funny. I think it's printed on, like, I don't think it's painted on, I think it's printed on. And they went on his lips a little bit. Which looks a little funny, but if you have it, like, back here, you can't tell at all. So the torso armor, like, right here is where it starts getting all the texture to it. Like, all of this feels like mesh. And I think that's really awesome that it all feels like that. I love it when there's texturing on a figure. It's got a lot of armor sculpting on it. And all of the texture goes all the way up. Like, sometimes the sculpt and paint will stop, like, right here, where, from, like, above here. But if you do that, it's sculpted all the way back, so that's really nice. And, not really a complaint, but my figure's arms, both of Daredevil's arms, kind of angle outward. Like, you can tell from behind that they angle outward. His left arm is really bad about that. You can see it's kind of curved like that. So, although I do like this figure, it's probably not my favorite of the wave. My favorite's Bullseye, so I already told everyone that. Just because it's a really awesome figure. I'm not saying this is a bad figure. It's just not my favorite figure. I really wanted an alternate head. But I didn't get it. There's more detail on his pants there. And there's the holder for his batons there. Let me put them in. Now this is really, really tricky. Like that's not even all the way down in there, and it's that tough to get in there. Like, I don't know why they're smaller than the actual batons. Like, this one goes in pretty easily until you get to right here. And then, I can't even get them in all the way. Well, yeah, I did get that one in all the way. But still, I don't put them in there because it's that tough to get in to the holder. And getting them out is just as hard. And that's really infuriating. Because, you know, if you do want to have have them in the holster, then you really can't. That also rubbed some of the paint off. Like, you can see where it rubbed the paint off right there. And it rubbed the paint off just a little bit right there. So that does bother me too, because, I mean, if I do want to put them in this holster right here, I can't because it rubs all the paint off, plus it's hard to get in. Like, I couldn't even get them in all the way. So there's really not much more going on the figure. I keep having to adjust the lighting. Something's going on with my lighting today. This is shin armor. Not really much more going on the figure. You know, there's a lot of sculpting, but that's really about it. So now I'll go over the articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head. Oops. Good thing that's just a ball-jointed head that goes back on. That on? Yes. Okay, so it'll only go up just a little bit because of that collar on his neck. So you see what happens if you try to force that. He can look down that far. He can move his head side to side. He's got these weird ball-jointed shoulders. They have that weird cutout on them. I think that looks really funny because you can see that his shoulder goes up a little bit and then dips down and straightens out. I really think that's weird, you know. And I would have preferred it just to be a normal ball-jointed shoulder. He's got a ball-jointed shoulder that can move out, shoulders that can move out that far. He's got a swivel at the bicep, double-jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down. He's got an ab crunch that can move back that far and down that far. And the sculpt does continue on the back too, so that's really nice. He's got a swivel at the waist. Got ball-jointed hips that can move out that far. He can kick forward that far, kick back that far. He has a swivel at the thigh, double-jointed knee. And now here's where I really love the articulation. He's actually got a swivel above the ankle, like not really the shin. Well, maybe that's the shin. He has a swivel at the shin, right here, as well as having a swivel at the ankle and an ankle rocker. So that definitely, that's the main reason that he's able to stand, because of all the articulation in his ankles and lower legs. So that's really awesome. So overall, this figure's pretty good. I just, I really wanted an alternate head. Maybe that's why it's not my favorite. And, you know, the paint rubbed off of the nunchucks trying to get these in his hands when I first got him. And then trying to put them in this holster right here. You really can't. It rips the paint off, plus you can't get it in. So that is infuriating. So, but the figure isn't really too bad, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. I know it's my opinion because I didn't get that alternate head. So, for comparisons, here he is next to Punisher. Looks pretty cool together. Here he is next to Elektra. Looks pretty cool together. Actually, that looks really awesome together. I'll probably make a diorama with them. That'd look really awesome. And here he is next to the only other Defenders members that I have. Jessica Jones and my custom Iron Fist. And then here Daredevil is next to the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure. You can see that this Build-A-Figure is huge. It towers over there. Like, I have him kind of hunched over, too. So if I straighten him out here and put him the normal way that he's supposed to be, he's even taller than Daredevil. Oops. He's even taller than Daredevil. So that's really awesome. And if I have time to review this, I will review this tomorrow. And if not, I will review it on Monday. And I'm definitely going to do a toy showdown with this Build-A-Figure to the original Man-Thing sometime next week. So be on the lookout for that. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.